If you're looking for something that is filling and easy to make for dinner, I think we got something here. This is easy to make cheesesteak tortellini in a creamy cheese sauce. Doesn't that sound good? You're going to like this one. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Give me a comment, thumbs up below. That helps the algorithm and that helps me. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, so the first thing we need is tortellini. Now we need 20 ounces. Mine came in grams, so I've got 2 packages, 400 grams each. You know, a pack and a half will do just fine. I didn't want to keep a half a pack, so I threw it all together. It'll work out. We're going to need some meat. That is 1 pound of beef. And I just trimmed it up and sliced it up thin-ish into strips. And you can really do it even thinner if that's what you want. We need a green pepper. I had red. That's okay. It still works. 1 onion, a couple cloves, teaspoon and a half maybe of minced garlic. And that's going to be our base for our cheesesteak. But hang on. We need to make a cheese sauce. So I have a cup and a half of shredded provolone. But it's not really provolone. It's mozzarella because I didn't have any provolone. It'll work. 1/4 cup of shredded parm. Yummy. 2 cups of milk. 2 tablespoons of flour. 2 tablespoons of butter. And a little bit of salt and pepper to spice it up a bit. So stick around till we're done with the meat and tortellini because we're going to make the sauce after that. First up, we're going to tackle our tortellini. I've got a pot, boiling water, a little bit of salt. In goes our 1 bag. And like I said, it's a bag and a half, but I'm using 2, so that's going to really fill up the pot, but that's okay. I'm going to stir it around. It's going to take 6 to 8 minutes to cook, and that's okay. Once the tortellini starts floating to the top, you know it's pretty well done. Into our frying pan, though, while we're waiting, in goes our beef. And we're going to cook all that up because, yeah, we are. And while both of that's going on, over to our counter, our pepper, sliced up into kind of slices, into a pan. Our onions next. Close to 3/4 of that onion, sliced up into slices. Our meat is now done, so off and into a bowl. We're going to set that aside for a second. Yummy. Our tortellini is also done, so we're going to drain it in the sink and into the same frying pan that we cooked our beef. Couple tablespoons of butter, melt it all down, throw in our onions and peppers, and we're going to let that cook down for 2-3 minutes till it starts getting soft. Take that off, and we're almost done. Into our container goes our tortellini. You know, it's still hot, but we had to kind of mix it apart. It was all one big blob. It's all good. In goes our meat, and in goes our onions, peppers, and of course our 2 cloves of garlic minced up. And now we mix it. Mix, mix, mix. Get it all around, but we're not done because over to our pot, we've got a cheese sauce to make. Another 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt all the way down. And in goes our flour. 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to mix that around and cook it. Let it go for about a minute or so it cooks off the flour taste. And now we're going to put in our milk. A little bit at a time, and then you can see I'm starting to spill milk all over the stove. A little bit of patience, we got it to work. And now we stir. And you want to continually stir because if not, it all gets stuck on the bottom. I hate that. Once it starts coming back up to a boil, we put in our Parmesan and kind of mix that in. Turn down our heat so it's not doing a rapid boil. Keep it on medium, it'll melt all the cheese. But you got to keep stirring. Once again, you got to keep stirring because if you don't, it's all going to stick on the bottom and we don't want that. So half our mozzarella goes in and we're going to let that melt. Hey, if you got pepper jack, use that too. That'll work. That'll give it an extra kick, I think. So all of our cheese is now in and our sauce is pretty well done. We're going to keep mixing and stirring until it's all melty and over to our pan. We're going to pour it all so it's kind of neat and even. So there's lots of sauce because you do want this saucy. And that's just about everything. And now we mix the sauce in. Oh, this is so good. Let's get a spoon and get it into a bowl. Beautiful. I want to get some. There we are. That wasn't so hard, was it? Cheesesteak tortellini and a nice creamy cheese sauce. Great for a quick put-together dinner. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.